Hello, awesome people of the internet. Welcome to this apartment tour. I can't wait to show you where we live. As you will see on this apartment tour, I am not a big decorator. This apartment is merely the sum of three things. It is old basement furniture that had nowhere to go that accidentally fitted in here. It is whatever my husband had in his teenage bedroom at home, and then it is pretty much whatever I inherited or found on secondhand stores that I really liked. And it's just mostly random. But we like it. This apartment is 55 square meters and it's a cute little apartment. There are 2 rooms, 1 bedroom and 1 multifunctional room, the everything room, and a bathroom and a hallway. First, welcome into the hallway. This is where we keep our shoes and our jackets and do pretty much nothing else. We tend to keep our jackets on hangers on the doors because we don't want to do all the stuff with the tools and get everything hung on the walls, so it's just easier this way. The best thing about this hallway is Narnia. Narnia is the closet where we could hang our coats. We didn't, because behind the clothes there is so much space for storage. Actually, you can go into the closet and there are shelves all the way over my head for backpacks and cleaning stuff and shoes and roller skaters and whatever we don't want lying around. This little piece of furniture I really love. Right now we just use it to keep our shoes and our gloves and our keys and stuff, but it is actually the very first furniture that my mom bought when she moved out when she was 18 years old. And I got it from her. Anyway, that's the hallway. There's not a lot to it, but it's very practical to have a place to put your shoes and stuff so you don't walk directly into the kitchen, and I like that. Then we do the bathroom. The bathroom is almost as boring as the hallway. There's not a lot in here. On one side of the door we have the toilet and the sink, and on the other hand we have the shower. That's it. And just tell me one thing, am I the only one here who owns a perfectly good new electric toothbrush and never uses it? Good thing about this bathroom is that it's really spacey for a city apartment. So we really appreciate that. We got this apartment without even having seen it, and we were like, you'd never know when you're moving to a big city if the toilet is really just a closet with a place to pee in. So we're pretty lucky. And then we have this cabinet in the middle with all of our stuff in. And one thing I do regret is getting something with glass shelves because they are always dirty. So, but anyways, and as you can see by the towels, I had a brief moment of minimalism where I threw everything away, so we don't have a lot of towels laying around, to be honest. That's why the cabinet is so empty. The cabinet for the towels is actually just something left here by the people who lived here before us, so that was pretty neat. Now we're done with all the boring rooms. Now let's go to the bedroom. It's less boring and there's a lot of more stuff in there. So this is my nightstand. We don't need a lot of space for our nightstand because we charge our phones away from the bed so we'll actually get up in the morning. But we have the book that we read every night and just a wedding picture just because it's nice to look at. Now, I always wanted a dream catcher and I got this in Hungary on a vacation in 2005 and I really like it. I watched a lot of YouTube, so of course the closet is folded KonMari style. What else can I say? It's a pretty deep closet and there are no drawers, so we tended to make a huge mess instantly in this closet. But that has not been a problem since we started folding it KonMari style. Now we can see everything from the outside and only take the item we need, and then there'll be no messes. It takes a little longer to fold, but you don't have to clean it up every month, so I think it's a pretty good deal. This beautiful piece of furniture is filled with socks and underwear and stockings and makeup and all kind of miscellaneous things. And it works as an extra workspace for when one of us needs to move from the other one to do something like a meeting or record something, because it folds out as a little desk. And we just basically keep everything in here. And then there is the corner. It's a disaster. But this is literally just the clothes that is not yet dirty enough to wash and not clean enough to get back in the closet with the clean clothes. We also charge our phones over here, and the camera is in the box on top to charge, so that works pretty well. And then in the window we have a plant. I love green plants. I've always loved it. Where I lived before, I had so much more window space and so much more green plants, and it was awesome. But I have this cactus and it's beautiful. Well, it's green and I like it. And then we have a bunch of different stuff, a little globe that I found in the secondhand store, and some glasses from IKEA with some stones that my husband collected on some vacations. And then there is the guardian angel. This is an angel I made when I was on boarding school in 2007, I think, and I absolutely adore it. I never seemed to be able to throw it out because it was just so cute. So it stays, even though a lot of the old stuff I've made, my entire art collection has just been tossed out, and I've only kept a few pieces, and this is one of them. It's probably never going out. Now, the guitar and the drum set is my husband's, and he's a really good player, but he doesn't use it a lot, and he hasn't used it a lot for the last 3 years because the downstairs neighbors are really uptight, so gotta keep everyone on good terms, right? So that's it for the bedroom. Now we're going to the everything room. This is where everything happens. This is where we spend approximately 95% of our waking hours when we're at home. We have everything in here. First, we have the dining room. And yes, this is socks for the chairs. Bet you haven't seen that before. For Christmas, my sister crocheted small socks so we won't make marks all over the floor and it won't be so noisy. So yeah, that's a new one. By the way, the blue woman in the bedroom and this red lady is both of my creations, and they are here to remind me what patience can do. I have never been as patient as when I painted those two. And to be honest, that makes me kind of proud, because usually I just spend an hour on a painting and then call it a day. But with these two, I really sat down and made an effort. And then we're moving into the living room. Here we have a chair. The green chair is one that I got from my sister when she moved. And we have a sofa as well that I also got from my sister. It was once a 5-person corner sofa, and then it was shortened down to be a 3-person sofa, and it fits perfectly here. But it is definitely the one piece of furniture that we're gonna change when we move, because I'm not gonna have this big chunk of leather in my house, but for now it's fine. The yellow cloth under the sofa is so that we can easily turn the sofa when we want to watch a movie. This glass jar with the green light is actually a wedding gift, and the stand is from Großglockner, the big glacier that's in where is that? Austria? Yeah, we went there for our honeymoon, so we collected this sand and brought it home with us. As I said, I really like the green plants. So this lily I've had for maybe 7 years or something, and it just followed me wherever I went. Even when I was in the Bible school where our rooms were like 7 square meters, I still made room for this darling. And this picture is inherited from my grandfather. When they moved, he had to throw a little stuff out that he had accumulated over the years, so I got this. And I just love it. It was all yellow when we moved, and my mom, she tried to clean it, and she was like, maybe I'll break the whole thing, but she didn't. It was just because they've been smoking inside for the last 50 years, so now it's nice and clean. And moving along in the living room, we have a TV. We don't actually watch a lot of TV, to be honest. We watch a lot of Netflix, and we have a Chromecast, so we use the TV a lot. But we don't ever watch regular TV. We don't even have an antenna plugged into this. And yes, that star is actually Christmas decor, but it is way too expensive to only have hanging for the months. of Christmas, so we keep it up all year long. This bookshelf was built by my dad when we were little and we needed new bookshelves for our rooms, and I got to take it with me up here, and now I just keep a lot of stuff in it. So this is what's left of the books. I've thrown a lot of books out. I have a love for books that is larger than the room I have for them. And yes, if you should be ever doubting this, this is my hair. 2 months ago I had hair below nipple and I cut it all off. And I haven't thrown it out yet. So here it is. It's a good memory. And this is memories from our wedding. It's my bouquet. It is our cake figure made from a teacher at our Bible school who is a glass artist who made this for us. And a cocktail. It is a cocktail from our wedding. Yes, and we were married 3 years ago. And now the rest of the living room is just the couch with the blanket that my great-grandmother made. Over the couch we have 4 shelves. The first shelf is a bird that we got as a wedding gift and a picture of Jesus that my dad got when he was a kid who went to Sunday school. And the next shelf is 4 generations of wedding pictures from my family that I really love. The last shelf is my husband's trophy shelf, so to speak. It is the shelf where he gets to keep all of the stuff that he collected at fairs and conferences and all sorts of weird stuff. And it's a part of him, so I like to keep it around, to be honest. This crossbow was 3D printed by a friend of my husband and given as a present, so of course it gets the space on the wall. So now let's move into the office. Our office is my husband's desk from when he was a teenager, and it fits perfectly with 2 computers there and 2 chairs. Well, it's a little tight, but it's cozy, so it works. And then we have this screen so we can watch a little Netflix and multitask a little. And the pearls are from my husband's niece and it was a Christmas gift. Now all that's left of this is the kitchen. The kitchen is really just the one end of the everything room, and it does its job. We have chosen to put a little furniture in the kitchen ourselves to make a little more space, but it is actually pretty spacious already. There's a huge corner cabinet from top to bottom, and it's so spacious. We fill everything in there, and well, the fridge could be a little larger in our opinion, but it's okay. Yeah, and then we just have our little fruit stand. There's not a lot on it now, but usually it's more than filled. We've also installed our own little dishwasher, and that was actually on the advice from the people who lived here before us. And then we actually have a little extra freezer. It's open now because it's empty. We don't use it anymore. We don't need to use it anymore. That's something that I've learned off of YouTube. I've watched a lot of the videos that Jenny Mustard uploads, and she always talks about how she cooks on Sunday or Monday and then just eat the same thing all week. So that way you won't need a freezer. We started doing kind of the same thing and it worked. We only use the little freezer above the fridge now, so that's great. Also, this freezer was extremely loud, so it was really impossible to make videos when it was going, so that's a great thing too. So I guess that's basically everything in this kitchen and in this everything room. With a room with so many functions, the good thing is you'll always be together. When I cook in the kitchen and my husband works in the office, we are already together, so we just really like that a lot. The only disadvantage is that right now my husband is bound to be in the bedroom with his computer, so he won't disturb my recording. So that'll be a big improvement on moving to a bigger place. So now you've seen all kinds of stuff of our apartment, and this is really just how we live. It's not always this neat. We did clean up before filming this, but it's not a complete mess. It's somewhere in between. And if you ever wonder what you wear on the day that you just film stuff that you're not in yourself, well, this is the answer. A shirt tucked into your pants with 2 cardigans over and no bra. And I like it. Honestly, this video took me forever to make because anytime I had to do anything, I ended up watching Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt instead. What can you do? Well, now it's done. I hope you like it. Bye. And I'm sweaty.